it's Gina. Today I want to share one of the journals that I've recently created that's going into my Etsy shop. All of these will be listed very, very soon. In fact, by the time this goes up, the listings will be in. So I'll just get started. This one, I created the cover using an old vintage file folder, and you can see, so it's pretty sturdy. It's I'm calling it a semi-hard, and this has got two signatures, but I have reinforced the spine, so there's not going to be any problem, with it coming apart over time. And then it's got I've done some tea-dyed muslin cotton. And then this is an old piece of vintage lace that I had in my stash. And then various bits of ephemera. And then this old image. And then I've put a little eyelet here with this memories. And this journal is past memories. So its closure is an eyelet with seam binding ribbon. And we'll just go inside. This is this journal, I believe, is 9. Yeah, this one is 9 by 6. And like I said, it's got two signatures. There's approximately 110 pages in here. So I'm just going to get started going through. Inside you've got a pocket. I've done a pocket on the front and the back. And in the front pocket, I've included one of the Regency fold letters. It's all on, I think this one's got a mixture of tea and coffee dyed papers, so it's very vintage. And I've done a pocket here, a glassine pocket, and then lots of ephemera throughout, tags. This is decoupaged Tim Holtz. The paper inside, there's Tim Holtz paper. There's also numerous digital downloads from, people that I've collected over the last couple of years. Here I've done a time card with an image printed over that. This is an old book. I think it was a horticulture book or something, and it's all been in typewriter fonts, so I love that. I've been using quite a bit of that in my journal, so you'll see that in upcoming journals that I've got to photograph. Here, I've just made a little pocket, but this is a floating pocket, and a tag fits down inside of that. I won't pull it out. There's so much to go through here. I'm probably not going to be able to pull out everything. Another vintage style envelope pocket, some fabric, and all of the buttons in here are vintage. Here's another tag with a little Brad holding that. And some vintage music sheet. This is one of the Tim Holtz dies, and I've included some little vintage tags in here, a cigarette card, and another little vintage tag that's in there. And then some Tim Holtz while she's holding that. This page I've just torn some coffee dyed paper so that you've got a little writing space on here, and then just included this little torn image in the corner. And this is just a little envelope that opens up, so you've got more writing space there. Edith Holden papers throughout the journal. I've included some vintage postcards throughout. Here's some more decoupaged tag, and some little blank tags for you to write on or stamp. You could do your own stamping. And this is another vintage, I think this was like an essay or something, and it's done in like a book form, so there's quite a few of those papers you'll see throughout. This I've made a pocket out of some old hymnal sheets, and this is a Wendy's journal adventure idea. Thank you, Wendy. Love these little notepads, and then you got a nice little tag here, journal card that you can do some more journaling and there's a lot of writing space in this journal because I've left quite a bit of space for you to do it, but there's a couple of little notebooks in addition to the journal itself. It was a lot of fun making this one because it's been fun to get some new things. I've done a couple of flea market hauls lately, and I've included quite a bit of stuff that I picked up from those. And here's another little envelope that I've tucked up under this handmade. This was an hairpin, and you'll see in one of my previous videos the tutorial for how to make that, or the links to it. I didn't do the tutorial myself. This was somebody else's idea, but I've got a link back to the girl who did this. And on the back, another little journal card, another the back of the Edith Holden. There's some laces throughout, and this is just another little flip-down journal spot. Tried to do quite a bit of punching for accent, and then this one flips over, and you've got some more journal space here. And then this is more of the vintage paper. This is an Edith Holden page. I've just done a little flip out on that so you could keep something kind of secret there. You could add another photo if you wanted. I thought this would make a really nice book for somebody who's you know, doing their family tree. And here's another little envelope. I've just pinned that over with a Tim Holtz paper clip. But this would make a great one for that. This is a doily punch. So this is some cardstock, so it's quite weighty, so it's going to hold your little journal cards really well. And here's another piece of the vintage music sheet. Another little pocket here. And little flips and ledger paper and guest check in there. Some of these these are vintage doilies. These are German. Though that's what I was told, that these are from Germany, so they're really beautiful. And at the back of the glassine, so you can make a little pocket out of that. This is a nice pocket here. I've done some layering and collaging with the vintage buttons. All the buttons have been sewn into this journal, so there's a lot of work went into this. Spent a lot of time deconstructing this, the files to use in this, and I've got three more similar to this coming, but I don't know when I'm going to get those completed. I had intended to have more of these done, but it's just not stopped here, and I've not had as much time to craft as I'd hoped, but I have enjoyed putting these together. I think they've got a really nice old feel to them. Like I said, lots of stitching throughout. Here's one of the newsprint paper bags, so that's a nice place to store things. Here's another, there's more journaling cards, and this is a little envelope notepad I made there. And I've just tucked that in. Another little pocket here, and a tuck spot here, and another little tag here. So, and here's another flip out page, so you can do some more journaling behind. Some more music sheet. I've got some, this is some tracing paper. This is a little flip out here. I think that was Tsunami Rose. That one And like I said, just various printouts from other people. Some of the stuff's been from Pinterest. This is something I found in one of the old books, so I've just photocopied that. It's, I guess, like a little certificate for leaving school. It's really sweet when you read it. It's telling, you know, the things you need to do for your, you know, work ethic, your character, you know, how you take care of your body. I just thought that was really sweet. We don't have that kind of thing nowadays when kids graduate, when they probably should, but different time. 1935 that's from. I love that, so I printed that and put that in there. Here's another little tuck spot with another tag. I've done some stamping on that. Some more lace here. And another little journal card. This is just a little printout from online, so you got some more journaling there. And it's been backed with tea-dyed paper. And here's another little journal card. Another little piece of fabric. These are vintage fabrics and vintage buttons. And then there's another one of the little floating pockets with the tag there, so you can move that around. Music sheet. Another guest check. Another time sheet. And this is another one of those doily tuck spots. And this little envelope's got some Tim Holtz journal cards in there. And here's another little notepad and a tag. Some more paper. You could make that into a pocket if you wanted, or just use it for journaling is what I was thinking. And this has just been clipped onto the, and I've included some old vintage photos and another postcard, so those are inside there. It's so good to be back. I've really, really missed this junk journal community. It's been 3 months. Here's a little fabric tip-in. Love that. I've done some stamping there. Give you a little close-up there. I really have missed it. Like I said, it's been 3 months, and it took me a little while to get back into the groove of things, and clearly, you know, setting up a new craft space. A lot of things I didn't have, and, you know, obviously you go through that. You've got to go out and get organized. Sorry, I don't think you want that grass with your... Don't know how that ended up there. Who knows? But anyways, here's another little pocket. This is more vintage book sheets. But yeah, I've really missed being here. I've been following everybody and seeing all the beautiful things everyone's made. So I was eager to get started back. And yeah, I've really enjoyed it. I just, like I said, with moving and everything going on, it hasn't allowed as much time as what I had hoped. But slowly but surely, I'm getting there. So thank you all for hanging in. I know it's a long time to go without posting here on YouTube, so I'm really grateful that you've stuck with me through it. And I am going to be much more regular about my videos now. Just, like I said, it's taken me a little bit of time to get organized. But this is Past Memories Journal. It is in the Etsy shop. If you're interested in it, I will leave a link below. And I hope that you all are doing well and that you will return again, because I've got lots more to show you. So have a great day, and I will see you guys soon. Bye!